Society, welcome back to the Antisocial Planet, and today we are celebrating Dami's birthday, and we're starting by, of course, checking out one of her solos, a cover this time of Dessert. Now, I don't know this song, and I can't find a version of just Dami singing it with like lyrics and stuff, so we're gonna take a step back from analyzing the song itself. If you guys want me to go back and actually listen to the original song at some point, definitely let me know, and I will fit that into my schedule at some point in the future, but we're going to focus on Dami's vocals and her performance. And given the title of this song, because again, I don't know what I'm getting into exactly, but the title makes me think that she's definitely going to remind me that she wants to be my bias really bad. Like, I get the feeling that, you know, after what happened when I listened to Yuhyun's 4, she's like, I gotta bring something to the table that's really gonna turn my head. So I'm a little bit scared, but patrons voted for this over on Patreon, which is where like most of my live performances live. We've just finished all of the solo live performances, including Dami's Beautiful, so if you want to check that out at some point, you can. But they wanted to see Dessert, so that is the song that we're going to do. And also for today, I have a reason to wear my panda ring. He's a little bit angry, but like, he's real cute, and I usually don't have a good reason to do it, but I'm gonna do it today for Dami. So let's get into this cover and just like, remember to breathe. That's what we're gonna do. All right, last deep breath before we get into this. Go easy on me, Dami. That's all I can ask for. She's blonde. Pretty though. The set? The cake feels fitting for her birthday, but also there's something very eerie about all of this that I'm just like not prepared for. The lighting though. I was not ready for those very breathy vocals, but like we've got this camera movement happening. There's a lot of like unsettling, eerie feelings to all of this. I wasn't prepared. I wasn't okay.
Chocolate candy fruit, honey butter waffle and marshmallow mango juice 다 가볍게 먹어줌 더 딥한 맛도 먹으면 그냥 녹아버리지 꿀처럼 끈적인 춤날 본 넌 groovy.
Ma'am, I'm gonna need you to not have the whispering track also on this, the breathy vocals, the eye contact. It's fine. We're only 48 seconds in. We can do this.
24시간이 모자라는데 파고들 틈도 없이 달콤히 녹아들면 충분해 이상도 이하도 난 너.
Ooh, okay, I love the transition. Just like, she's looking right at me. Hang on. I love the transition we had from like really, really breathy light vocals and then her slowly transitioning to like more and more closure throughout her vocals. I love the dropping off of the one note where she kind of like let it fall a little bit. Obviously, I don't know what the lyric is because I don't speak enough Korean to be able to do that, but I liked the kind of cadence of it. Obviously, not probably her choice. I'm assuming this isn't the original, but great job of her just like transitioning her vocals. I think that that's something that people don't think is as hard as it actually is. Like, I feel like you don't notice it unless you're like looking for it, but as like a vocalist, I can tell you that it's quite hard to transition between those two and like do it in like gradual manner. So I loved how she did that. I love the guitar building up too in the back.
You know what I deserve.
Ooh, I feel like I have heard this part, at least the hook, before. Love the guitars, like dark sound. Ooh, and I also, ma'am, the facial expressions are definitely there for this one. But I also love how when she got to the chorus, it was kind of like a shouty vocal, not actually shouting, but like she was having that effect on it. So we had that build up from really light and whispery all the way up, slowly progressing to more and more closure, and then that kind of shouting vocal that she had for the hook. I love how she used her voice to get all the way through there. And I love how we're getting vocals from Dami too. Not that I haven't heard that before, but I feel like we're getting lots of different layers to how her vocals work because we're getting that transition from something really light to a ton of closure. So we're getting to see lots of the different colors to her voice.
Dessert. 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 You know what I deserve. 군침이 섞던 날 곤란할 품속
Excuse me? Ma'am, I was thinking about whether or not to rewind. I'm not gonna do it, okay? I don't need to put myself through that pain.
속에 이대로 너를 삼켜버릴 위대한 giant 입을 크게 벌려
Ooh, love the black and white.
가득 채워지신 난 달컥 적셔버린 몸 휘청이는 다리가 또 보기 좋은 걸 따분하게 굴지 말고 맘에 들때
Ooh, I love just, okay, not to fully interrupt. I'll rewind this time because I won't be attacked for doing so. But I love how in the performance, just how they're setting it up. Not only do we have the lighting changes, so we have a different color now. It was yellow and white's kind of brighter. We have lots of darkness now with the red and the purple, but also the camera angle changed. Before we had from top looking down at her, and then now it's lower down. So it's like a shift in power dynamic of like us as the viewer and her as the performer after we got past the hook. Again, I don't know the lyrics, so I don't have like a translation to like really go into like the story of why they did that, but I'm assuming there's something there to justify having that shift, especially since we had the really powerful vocal and then we're going into this second verse and she's got lots of closure and there's a more feeling of confidence to her vocal than we had at the very beginning.
입을 크게 벌려 알코올은 되고 술잔에 가득 채워지신 난 달컥 적셔버린 몸 휘청이는 다리가 또 보기 좋은 걸 따분하게 굴지 말고 맘에
I love how she plays with her like vowel sounds. I don't know if the body roll was necessary.
그래 난 먹어도 원치는 재질의 타입 여유가 넘쳐나 위대한 스타일
Ooh, I love that, like, there's this feeling of like confidence and swagger to that move where she's just kind of like grooving a little bit to it. And then the difference in the vocal, again, kind of a melodic, it's like not quite rap, not quite singing, but there is this confidence to that switch up from when she was more sitting in her rap voice into something that's a little bit more sing-songy.
그입 닫고 빵이나 먹어 담아도 배 터지게 만들어 그래 난 먹어도
This part.
원치는 재질의 타입 여유가 넘쳐나 위대한 스타일
Love it. Playful too.
You know what I deserve 24시간이 모자라는 내일
I love this part. There's something haunting about it.
고민돼 스쳐가면 충분해 이상도 이하도 난 너 You know what I deserve
Ma'am, look, she's giving facial expressions, and I appreciate that from a performer standpoint, but as an audience member, I know I was warned before getting into this. Patrons were like, hang on, if you're gonna do this because we're voting for it, just to know that it's gonna attack you a little bit. And I'm assuming it goes with the song. She's doing a great job as a performer, but I need her to think of my health. You know where I'm coming from. I don't know why I rewound it. I don't know why I chose pain. It's fine, it's fine.
You know what I deserve Dessert
I love how the dark guitar sounds in the hook.
Dessert
The bass too.
You know what I deserve
Ooh, I love that like long exposure.
Look at me, I'm your queen 아주 만족스럽게 내 맘에 들 때까지
And I was about to compliment you on your vocal performance, and then you had to go and do that to me. Okay, one thing is I love how she's kind of putting these little cries into it. She's tightening up her vocals at like certain parts of the phrase to give it a little bit more texture, especially since she's pushing a lot more with her voice in general. There's a lot more power behind it. So she's adding in that little bit of texture to add interest, right? Re-grab the audience's attention. And again, I don't know if that's in the original, but I like that she's doing it. I like that she's doing it really well. I don't like her attacking me, okay? We love the confident facial expressions, a little bit of flirtiness. Okay, fine, I'm assuming it goes with the song, but the licking was unnecessary, and I think that you'll all agree with me. And I rewound. Why did I do that? I feel like I need to clutch pearls. I don't have any. Unnecessary. Ooh, I love the mixture of the yellow and the purple though, those two colors coming together. A little more controlled vocal, I like it. See, she knows what she did. look at that. She knows. Ma'am, I did not give you permission to attack me like that. I like don't, my brain is not, we're not anymore. That's, okay. I'm just gonna take a drink of water for absolutely no reason that is actually happening right now. I just feel like we all need to be reminded to hydrate. You know, health is important to keep in mind. So what was that song? I feel like I've definitely heard the chorus before, the hook, somewhere. I don't know why, I don't know where, but I feel like that's just someone who has been interested in Korean music for so long that there are so many songs where I've just heard little snippets here and there and not the whole song. So I did have a little bit of context for this, but I don't know how much of that performance and the character that she was embodying on that performance was from the original and how much it was her, but either way, she has reminded me that she wants to be my bias. I'm reminded of why. I don't really know how to put into words how I feel right now. I feel a little bit shaky. I feel a little bit flustered and confused. And I feel like I either chose well or poorly that the other video I'm gonna watch for her birthday is her being cute. Like, I don't know if that's a good choice. Is it a weird whiplash effect? Or is it brilliant to like ground me in the fact that she is actually like an adorable human being? I don't know. I wish I had more complicated thoughts at the end of it, but I feel like you kind of understand where I'm at. You can click this playlist to go see my previous reactions, or you can subscribe so you don't miss next time I post, including when I'm going to be posting another video today to celebrate her birthday, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!